Good day, everyone. I am Kinjo Luanag, and we are now on our third set. And for today's video, we will be answering two questions. For the first question, what technology-based digital language learning materials and tools can you present in the classroom? Second, what are the key features in the materials adaptation? For question number one, technology is a friend of education, and there is no reason to fight this trend. Right on the contrary, by the incorporating digital tools in classroom, you become an effective school leader who foster innovation. So here's the list of effective tools that can be used in presenting inside the classroom. So there are 20. For the first one, the Prezi, suitable for students of all ages and also for teachers. Prezi is a digital software for creating interactive presentation. According to their research, the innovative way Prezi helps you make presentation by zooming leads to more effective, more persuasive, and more engaging presentation than presentation made with PowerPoint. If you are still unaware of what you can do with the software, we strongly recommend that you check it out and present it to your students. Who knows, maybe this would be one of the digital tools for classroom that would help you keep the attention of your students. Second, Haiku Deck, suitable for teachers and students. A digital tool with whose help you can easily make presentation on your iPad, iPhone, and the web. The tool works online and offers a huge database of stock photos with which you can create image-based slide. Haiku Deck make it easy to create presentation on the go and literally carry them in your pocket. Haiku Deck can be also integrated into Google Classroom, which has been very popular lately. Third, Scratch, for students primarily between 8 and 16 years old. Although mainly purposed for students, Scratch can be used by people of all ages. This digital tool lets students create engaging projects like games, animation, interactive art, stories, and more. If your students have an interest in making programs, Scratch is definitely one of the digital tools for a classroom who you may introduce to them. This program would give the little one as a brilliant start to make them think an innovative and creative way. 4. Animoto. So suitable for students of all ages and for teachers. Video is one of the most engaging medium of the modern societies, which is why you should definitely incorporate it in your classroom. Animoto is one of the digital tools for classroom that can be used by both teachers and students for educational purposes. Animoto helps you create animated video easily. You can create photos, slideshow, animated video is stitch various videos together and text and more image to come up with a truly engaging video in the end. Number 5, Pixton, suitable for students of all ages. Why make students write a story when they can draw it for a change? Digital tools for classroom like Pixton boost the children's visual thinking and creatively while it engages them to the fullest. These tools allows little and big students to make comics and storyboards. This activity can be both educational and fun. If you are an educator, you can try Pixton for free before introducing it to your kids. A perfect tool to boost students' imaginations. 6. Boom Writer, suitable for students of all ages. A great digital tool for collaborative writing, Boomwriter is suitable for children of all ages, but especially for the little ones who are still reluctant to write. Boomwriter encourages students to write story together by voting for each person's versions of the story. Number 7. Explain Everything, suitable for educators and upper class students. Explain Everything is all about interaction in a virtual environment. These digital tools allow the students and teachers to collaborate on an interactive whiteboard, thus encouraging group activities. This software can also be integrated with schoolwork, Dropbox, Evernote, G Drive, OneDrive, and more useful apps. With a drag and drop option, Explain Everything is super easy and intuitive to work with. Number 8. Edu Creation, suitable for educators and upper class students. As an interactive whiteboard and screencasting tool, EduCreation is an alternative to explain everything. EduCreation allows you to explain any kind of concept in an interactive digital environment, which means you can teach and learn from anywhere. The app allows you to approach each student individually by replaying their work and allowing them to learn at their own pace. Glogster, suitable for students of all ages and for teacher. Glogster is one of the amazing tools for classroom which help children learn by using visual content. This app allows you to create multimedia poster by combining text information, photos, and videos. The creation are called Glogs and stored in a very special library called Glupedia, containing over 40,000 different blogs on various subjects and topics. This tool can become one of your most trusted tools for teaching children effectively. Flipsnap, suitable for students and educators. Another interesting tool that will help you boost the engagement levels of your class is Flipsnack. This is an app for creating digital flipbooks. This digital tool can be used by teacher for educational purpose and by student by presenting project in class in a really interesting way. The tool works in PDFs and JPGs. All you have to do is upload your images, write your information, and present it to the world. Padlet, suitable for the whole class to use. Padlet is a digital pinboard that allows participants, students, or teachers contribute by pinning different images, video, text files, links, and more. Digital tools for a classroom like Padlet motivate students to work together and brainstorm like a team. You can customize the background to a corkboard, blackboard, wood, sand, and many more options. The layout to a grid, stream, or freeform as well as control who has access to the board. Voice Thread, suitable for K-12 students. VoiceThread is a great digital tool that can be used in the classroom in many ways, especially to participate the students' oral language. VoiceThread is basically an app for presentation and storytelling which actually records the student talking. This way, the student can practice their speaking skill while building confidence and allowing teacher to assess their work. Here's a demonstration. 13. Story Jumper, a great tool that boosts the imagination of the children. Story Jumper is an app for creating storybooks by using writing and illustration skill. Story Jumper is certainly one of the digital tools for a classroom which inspire a passion for reading and writing. Moreover, this digital tool allows for the collaboration of multiple students on a single storybook. Students' collaboration on storybook and video chat, which makes Story Jumper great for a group project. Storybird, suitable for K9 students. Storybird is a great digital tool for writing stories in a visual, appealing way. This motivating students to write and read stories. Storybird uses artwork to inspire people to write. Of course, there are various types of stories that engage differently aged students. There are picture books for student K5, chapter book for students in grades 5 to 9, and poetry for everyone. This app develops the ability of the brain to connect words and images. Quizlet, suitable for students of all ages. A great app that can come in a very handy for students of all ages by using flashcard, games, and more fun activities. Quizlet allows students to learn a subject and assess themselves. Everyone can create their own study set or choose an already existing study set. Quizlet even lets you study on the go so students can learn and test their knowledge from literally everywhere. Socrative, it is for the educators. Socrative is one of the digital tools for classroom that will help you assess your student and get immediate insight on students' knowledge. At the same time, using Socrative is fun for you and for your student. So basically, they can have fun while taking a test. You can launch various types of assessment and follow the result in real time. Edmodo, for student, teacher, and parents. Edmodo is an education network that teachers, students, and parents can join. Edmodo provides a digital classroom environment and gives you access to many resources. At first sight, it is pretty much look like the social media network we know, so you will intuitively understand what, where, and how to join the groups and communities and collaborate with other users in the network. Edmodo gives you the opportunity to create a digital classroom where you can invite your student and even start sending digital assignments. Schoology for student, teacher, and also for the parents. Schoology is a learning management system that is free to use and it allows teachers to create and distribute materials, give assessment, track progress, etc. Basically, with Schoology, you can do everything that you do in Google Classroom plus more features. You can organize content much more easily, embedded multimedia within the assignment, description, record audio or video within the platform, have a great book rather, set completing rules and many more. 19. PictoChart, suitable for students and teacher. PictoChart is a great digital tool that can be used by both educator and student for various educational purposes. This tool allows you to create infographics, presentation, poster, and more visual materials. It is perfect for classroom activities as well as home activities. They offer special plans for education teams of more than 25 people, which is basically the category where you and your student fall into. Lastly, the Visme, suitable for students and educators. One of the great digital tools for a classroom which provides educators and students with tools to create infographics, presentation reports, and more visual content materials. Visme provides all kinds of templates and graphics resources to help visualize and any kind of data or assignment. You can insert videos, make animation, insert links, and etc. For question number 2, what are the key features in the materials adaptation? First, learner-centeredness and critical awareness development. Second, flexibility and choice. Third, open-endedness and aesthetic experience. Fourth, relevance. Fifth, universality. Sixth, authentic and non-authentic input. And lastly, provocative topic and task. For learner centeredness and critical awareness development, the material should put learners at the center of the learning process and make them input providers. Hence, part of the materials adaptation process where teachers should be facilitators and coordinators and should provide a stimulus, a starting point for language exposure as well for different approaches to learning. Materials adaptation, therefore, should be shared between materials developers, teachers, and the learners. Flexibility and choice. Materials should be flexible in the sense that they should provide learners with the possibility of choosing different activities, tasks, projects, and approaches, thus of adapting the materials to their own learning needs. Learners should be exposed to a variety of different activities and approaches so that they themselves become more flexible learners having experienced different ways of learning. Materials then should on the one hand provide should but on the other hand also enable learners to develop variety of skill and learning styles by encouraging them to experience a wide range of tasks and approaches so that they may also become more independent learners. Open-ended and aesthetic experience. Open-ended materials can become relevant to learners. In many ways, this is related to the concept aesthetic experience, an idea which originated from the theory of aesthetic response as put forward by Rosenbelt 1995. Aesthetic experience refers to the process of reacting spontaneously when reading literary text, hence it involves interaction between readers, language, and text. Each reader has two possible responses to the text. Aesthetic experience has to do with enjoying something for its own sake. Human intention is a necessary factor in determining whether or not something is art. Efferent responses, fact-oriented responses, relevance. Materials is acquired significance and become potentially beneficial for the learners. Adaptation is essential in making materials relevant and potentially more effective for learning development. Universality. Materials should be based on universal appealing topics which are culturally provoking in the sense that they are culturally specific but at the same time they are present in all cultures. A resource of this type of topic comes from literature which typically involves themes based on life experience, feelings, relationship, Universality of topics provides a stimulus for discussion and it enables learners to focus on a gain a better understanding of cultural differences as well as cultural commonalities. Authentic and non-authentic input. Material should be based on authentic texts. Those texts which have been written for any purpose other than the language teaching. There should also be a combination of authentic and non-authentic tasks based on realistic scenarios in order to expose the learners to realistic input. What is an authentic task? Okay. The term task is often used to synonymously with the term assessment in the field of authentic assessment. A task is considered authentic when students are asked to construct their own responses rather than select from ones presented. These tasks replicate challenges faced in the real world. Provocative topics and tasks. Material should include topic and activities that can potentially provoke a reaction, hence an aesthetic experience, whether it be positive or negative. That is personal and subjective. This can make learning more engaging and perhaps also humanistic. Topics are not to be considered intrinsically provocative, but the activities associated with them can potentially make the materials more or less provocative, thus more or less engaging. Certain topics relate to personal life, family, parents, relationship, emotion, inner self can achieve this aim for effective rather than those topics very often associated with controversies such as politics, war, racism, drugs, and etc. And that would be all for set number 3. Thank you.